So I've got Stuart Forrest here, who's just spoken from Triggerfish. And Stuart, a couple of random questions. Like, what is the biggest market that you were surprised to find solid traction in?
I think Russia was definitely, it is our biggest market, and we were amazed at how warmly it was received there. It went to number 2 at the box office, which is, it's quite a significant territory. So, definitely I'd say Russia, and probably also the Netherlands. I think we didn't expect that kind of response from the more sophisticated audience too. So that was good to see.
Okay, and you were talking about tackling the emerging markets from a mobile first and looking at games and movies and sort of creating a whole package about that. Tell me a bit more what that looks like and what can we expect coming out of Triggerfish around Kumba and the wins moving forward?
At the moment, we'll be releasing promotional games that most of them are things we've done with our promotional partners, and they're quite simple, casual games that will just create a bit of hype around the property. But where we're going, and this is going to need a bit of funding, is to completely integrate our games into the story world. So even at script development stage, the games aspect of it can actually add to the story. For those who are really complete fans of the movie, they'll want to go and play the games because they actually get a piece of the backstory from the game itself. It explains things in the movie that you don't need to have explained, but if you're really a fan, you'll want to go and find out. And we think that way we can deeply connect with our fans, and then get the ones that we have a strong attachment to start giving us money, even if they saw the movie online or somewhere where we didn't monetize the movie. We should be able to monetize them in some way if we provide them enough opportunity.
Great. And talking about monetization, there was a question up on the board about how do you monetize online viewing, and are you looking at some sort of way where people can actually watch your videos online or movies online instead of actually having to go into a store, DVD store to do that? Are you looking at
that's the way that the model is shifting, and people have now got big widescreen TVs with surround sound, so the home viewing experience is approximating the cinema experience in terms of just the how nice it is if you've got high definition picture. But the cinema experience, I think, will never go away. It's a social experience, and people still want to do social things, even in a world that's becoming, in fact, even more so in a world that's becoming increasingly is all you need at home. You actually want a reason to get in the car and go down to the mall and go and sit in a chair. So I think there'll always be a window where it releases first in the theater. And what Hollywood does really well, that Silicon Valley doesn't do so well at the moment, is glamour. They really get the great big Hollywood event. And I think that's the marketing value of that can't be underestimated in terms of it provides something, it builds something around your product that gives it real value, and it actually enhances the film.
Great, and one last question I have is just about local talent. I know most of your team are local people sourced from Cape Town studios. Can you tell us about the standard and the quality of students and the workforce that you're finding here, and how you're managing to compete internationally with the local guys?
The talent here is world class, and as I said earlier, there's because we can get the very best in the country. We've got a handful of the brightest, most talented people available. If there were 10 studios in this country, we'd dilute that talent and we'd start to maybe struggle a bit more. But right now, to get that talent together, there's plenty of it. The talent is there. Experience is not quite there, but there's a lot that raw talent and a hunger and passion can do to make up for experience. And certainly, budget for budget. I went to Los Angeles for the Annie Awards, and I was surprised to see that the average age is probably about between 50 and 60 of the people who attended, and where our average age is 22. So it really struck me like this is a different industry, and that's kind of why their movies cost 40 times more than ours.
Great. And release date for Kumba?
25th of October.
Cool. Thank you very much, Stuart.